An orange fireball in the sky. That's how witnesses describe the massive fire that erupted at a Chevron oil refinery just outside L.A. last night. Now we're getting answers on the impacts to gas prices.
Wow, that video is incredible. Your reporter Madisen Keavy getting us up to speed on the damages to the second largest oil refinery in the state and how it could impact you. Madisen.
Marley, this has been the big question, right? When we talk about the size of this refinery, it makes 20% of the oil, the gas that comes out of pumps like this one statewide. And the scope of the damages are still unknown simply because that fire was just put out this morning. So when we talk about that fire, it burned overnight. This was at the Chevron oil refinery in El Segundo. And some of the early reports say that the main part that was damaged had to do with jet fuel. So flyers are going to feel this faster than drivers, already up in jet fuel prices 33 cents. But one expert told me that right here in Northern California, when you pull up to the pump, you actually might feel it more than our friends in Southern California.
A massive fireball sending flames shooting into the air that could be seen for miles. The impacts of the orange glow reach even farther.
But unfortunately, you're going to have to probably pony up just a little bit more, probably in the neighborhood of, in northern part of California, roughly about 15 to 30 cents, and it'll be a little bit less in the southern half.
You heard that right. Matt McLean is an oil analyst at Gas Buddy, an app that helps drivers find cheaper gas.
Northern California is going to see a little bit more of a price increase than Southern California. Is that because we import a lot from Southern California?
There's a lot of validity to that. The dynamic makeup of how the network sort of works in California is exactly right. And yeah, you got a refinery or two, even 6 to 8 months down the road, that's going to be shutting down permanently.
The Valero refinery in Benicia is slated to close in April of next year, cutting down on California's refinery capacity. But McLean warns panic fill-ups at the pump right now could drive prices up after all.
Prices are going to inch up a little bit, but if everybody's responsible, you're going to be okay.
So that should be the takeaway here. You don't need to hurry to the pump just because you're reading the headlines or seeing this story and that video of the fire at that refinery and panic. He says not to do that. Even this week, when we talk about gas prices, the governor signed legislation that would actually, his office says, bring prices down by up to 20 cents. This isn't a straightforward issue, but ultimately the experts are saying we got to wait to see how this plays out and just don't be surprised if prices go up, but you don't need to rush to the pump.